What's going on, you guys? Son of a Bitcoin here, and welcome back to the TCS network. Before we get started, I just like to always say hit that like button, you guys, hit that subscribe, and smash that notification bell. It's just a free way for me to get my content out there to more viewers like yourselves and to more CNFT enthusiasts out there. But only if you enjoy my content, okay? So there's a lot that's been going on in the CNFT space and ecosystem. And there is like two or three projects, big projects that I really want to cover today. But before we get into the nitty gritty and jump into these projects and these plays, let's just cover some of the news that's happened over the past week and a half or so. We'll go to JPEG Store and look at what's trending. We got Clay Nation up 302% in the 24-hour. Just recently, they posted that Champ Medici posted his new 1-in-1 Clay Nation, and it's his new PFP on Twitter. They're kind of in a partnership with him to help network the project a little bit better and make more cool partnerships, I think, outside of the NFT world as well. And that's really good for them. And now it looks like we're starting to see some of the Clay stuff pumping. Good Charlotte's up 180%. Clay pitches coming back up from the dip after the airdrop. So Clay's looking good. On the other hand, we got Chill Kongs down 42%. Not financial advice, but I went in and I bought a brand new Chill Kongs just the other day just yesterday, because I noticed it was dipping. We're in the middle of August and we're expecting them to make an announcement shortly, because they had stated that this was the month they were going to do the mushroom airdrop. And I have heard in Congress sessions that in order to receive this airdrop, you need to delist your con. And so I feel like once that announcement happens, we're going to see a little, not a little, but I think we're going to see a nice big FOMO run. So I think around 2008 is a great entry for Chill Kongs with all they have coming up, especially this month. Clumsy Ghost pumping. I don't know why. I know they have stuff coming up shortly with Clumsy Valley, but they're doing well right now, all the way back up to 400 from like a 300 floor, which is great. So the market's looking all right. It's looking pretty good. In other news, let's see, what else do we have going on? Yeah, no, I think that's it, you guys. Let's jump right into these projects that I like to cover. So the first one is going to be Ore. This is a very, very cool art project. It's a manga anime style project. The reason I'm so gung ho about this project is because the art is, and like I really don't want to sound like I'm just shilling like something. Like, this art is a different tier. We have not seen this level of anime. I don't think on any blockchain. Not even Satoshi. I mean, I think this is better. I'm sorry. I think this is better. Personally, this is the best anime art I've ever seen. So I'm all in on it. This guy is absolutely insane. He's from Berlin. He knows his stuff. He knows all of his anime shit. I've heard him in Twitter Spaces. I've been up in the Discord a lot of OGs, some really great organic growth. These guys come from a strictly like an anime background. So before they were in NFTs, this is what this guy does. And this is his Instagram. I mean, these look amazing. I mean, dude, I can't wait. Clearly, this is what this guy does. He's been around for a while, 158K on Instagram. And then now they're coming out with their 10K PFP collection drop by the end of this month. So that's like the really big hype right now, because they already came out with a collection, or I think it was like 3 OG small collections. and they sold out already. They're available on secondary, but the prices are really high. But the art is also really, really cool. It's not PFP art. It's more of like 3D stuff. And again, some of the best 3D art I've seen on Cardano as well. Like it's just really, really good. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. 55K ADA floor. They are not playing games. Here's some of what they have out now. Oh, geez. JPEG's not going to load for me. But yeah, these are really sick. So right now, everybody's just trying to grind for whitelist. You can't really get it through Discord. You kind of got to get it through winning stuff in the Discord, like Smash Cards, Rumble Royales, doing Twitter raids and stuff like that. Besides that, it's just a super high barrier to entry and really hard to get on the wait list. The art is absolutely amazing. So personally, I believe that this project is going to absolutely like go crazy right out the gate, blow everybody out the water. I'm super excited for it, and I'm dumping the whole bag on it. Not the whole bag, but I'm dumping a lot. Personally, again, not financial advice. It's just art that I really identify with, a great, solid community, a lot of people I already know involved. So, besides Ore, what else do we got, you guys? Something else I wanted to cover was IDO Pass DAO. IDO Pass DAO is a project that came out with their founders passes not too while ago, a collection of 1,000 founders passes. It's a Cardano DAO focusing on IDOs, launchpads, and blue chip CNFT fractionalization. Now, I've known Brain for some time. He's in all of our Twitter spaces all the time. Kiwi, he's a member of their team who's also a really cool member of our community on Cardano, and he's a very smart guy and helps break a lot of the technical stuff down for me, as far as like what's coming with the upgrade and things like that. He's someone I go to for a lot of knowledge, and so when I see these two guys on this team, like I really like have high hopes. So let me explain the project just a little bit. These IDO passes, there's only 1,000. They minted at 75 ADA. They took about, I don't know, days or a week or so to mint out. They took their time. They were trying to make sure that their analyzation tool was completely built out. And they ended up doing that. They fully built out their analyzation tool. If anyone knows what Market Cipher is, it's very similar to that type of a tool, except it's like for Cardano. So we can look at it real quick. Market analyzation tool. So it's really cool, you guys. Like, you see these little red dots, these sell signals. You see the little the green dots at the bottom. There's cool little signals and things in here and analytics that make trading a lot easier. The thing that I was kind of like about is that they only let you see a certain time frame in their analytics tool, depending on how much cards or passes you hold. But I've heard from people who are already using this tool that they're having a good time with it. It's pretty beneficial. And they're providing a tool for the community. I think that's great. And they're a project that's building. They're in the bear market right now, and this is just the icing like on the cake, you guys. Their analyzation tool is like an added benefit, but the main facts and the whole thing that project is about isn't really just about analyzation, market analyzation. It's about a lot more than that. Let's see. There's a DAO voting. The 1,000 members passes, I believe, get 5 more votes than the other regular members passes when they mint those. So if you own a founder's pass, you'll have more governance rights within the DAO. So that's going to be pretty important. But let me break down a little bit of what they're actually about, because it's even a little complicated for me because it's a new concept. But all right. The benefits of being a pass holder allows you to join their exclusive DAO. Holders receive voting rights, airdrops, giveaways, whitelist spots, launchpad allocation. With each pass, grant you voting power. So the launchpad, you guys, this launchpad that they plan to launch, they're going to be making it for tokens. So they're going to be launching tokens into the Cardano ecosystem. And typically what happens with launchpads is when they launch a token, they get a percentage or they get a certain amount for their launch pad, and then they are able to do whatever they do with it. I'm not exactly sure, but IDO Pass DAO will be creating this launch pad, and it's something we don't have yet on Cardano, so this is really important. So follow me here. They're creating this launch pad to launch and help people launch tokens in the Cardano ecosystem. They'll be distributing what they make among the launchpad allocation. With each pass, grant you voting power. So like if you hold a pass and they're launching a token, you're going to get an airdrop of that token depending on how many tokens there are, etc. And then you can go to the analyzation tool because the token's going to be added to that. And you'll be able to say, okay, do I want to keep this token? Do I want to trade this token? Or do I want to dump this token? But the really important factor is that you're going to be getting this token on the ground floor. This is a launch pad. So you're getting the earliest possible entry, earlier than anybody else, by being a member of this DAO. And not only that, we don't know like what these tokens are going to turn into. So like it's kind of a nice way to diversify, get your feet wet with a bunch of different tokens coming out in the ecosystem. And you know, it's a actual DAO that you're going to be receiving airdrops and stuff like that for. Like I have a hard time getting behind the concepts of DAOs that pretty much mint out a collection, use the mint funds to buy other NFTs, I guess, and then somehow come out with tokens to distribute based on, you know, the value that they hold in their treasury. It's just, I don't know. I like this concept much more because this is all with tokens. This is like a token DAO, and it's all on Cardano, and they're already providing tools to the community. So with all that being said, I really strongly believe in the team. I love what they've already been able to provide. They've already done some airdrops to some of the holders, and they already announced an airdrop coming as well shortly. So the floor last I checked was around 255 to 300 ADA, and it minted at 75. So I have a feeling that now that, you know, Brain has come out into the community and into Twitter Spaces, and he's been talking a lot about his project, and people are starting to realize like how useful this analytics tool is and like what his project really is. I think that on secondary, these passes are going to do well, and I think they're going to go fast. So IDO Pass DAO, we covered Ore. Okay, lastly, and somewhat quickly, I just want to stop on Goat Tribe. I recently just got back into Goat Tribe for a few reasons. I was just sifting around the JPEG store, really bored one day, saying to myself, like, what could I get into right now that no one's paying attention to at the moment? So I checked out the Goats Discord, and I realized like that they came out with a collection that they airdrop to holders. Their DNA kits, and there's 3 different rarities because they're going to be coming out with a brand new collection soon. This is they've never come out with a different collection since their original 10K drop. These guys are an OG project with a pretty solid following and a pretty solid community. So if they're going to be coming out with another collection, they've been around for a long time, one of the coolest communities in Cardano, like I want to know about this. So the L1s are really cheap right now. They're around 20 something ADA on JPEG Store. These DNA kits will allow you to kind of fusing your DNA kit and fusing your goat will allow you to get a Godia or Godia. I'm sorry. And a Godia is their next collection. And I've already seen some of the traits and the sneak peeks, and we'll get to that in a second. They look really, really cool. And so I know there was some FOMO last time when I watched the grass token come out, and a lot of stuff regarding their token and some of the news. So now that they're coming out with more stuff shortly, I believe there will be a little bit more FOMO for this as well. And I think people are going to want goats, and they're going to want DNA kits, and they're going to want to be a part of this new collection. I think the goats floor is around 300 ADA right now. Just last week when I jumped in, it was like 240, 250. So people are starting to notice. Let's jump into the fact. Godia is our second NFT sale to date. Goats will be found using your DNA kits. DNA kits were airdropped to OG Goat Tribe NFT holders. Who is Abe? We don't know. That was random. They just tossed that in there, part of the story. L2s have different variations with traits than L1s. So the different rarities give you different traits. L2s will be more distinguishable, so you'll definitely be able to tell if it's an L2. And it will be less goat-like as they were subject to more extreme experimentation. So they have some cool lore behind this, it seems like, too, that you may want to keep up with to get more alpha. How many times can I use a DNA kit? The DNA kit is for one-time use. So once you use a DNA kit, all done. See you later. How many DNA kits can I use on a goat? You can use as many DNA kits on the same goat as you'd like. And they just necessarily won't be the same each time, which is good. And you're not burning the OG collection, which is also really important. If you don't want to burn your OG goat, you don't have to. How many L3 DNA kits are there? There's only 14 of the L3. Yeah, you guys are super, super rare. So let's check out some of these sneak peeks real quick just to give you guys a quick look. The eye in the mouth is sick. I like the brain that's about to pop up here. The broken skull. Yeah. I just think they look a lot cooler, that style chest. Everything about it seems like an upgraded version of the collection. So yeah, I just don't want to miss that. But that is a ways away. So like you still have time to accumulate goats, in my opinion. And you guys, none of this is financial advice. This is just me, thinking things out in my head and letting you guys know the moves that I'm making. So Ore, IDO Pass down, members pass is coming soon. Yeah, chill Kongs, a lot of things coming up, you guys. I just be prepared. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I'll catch you guys again next time. Peace out. Threes up.